Hey everybody, welcome to your weekly tarot reading with me, Stella Wilde, and my lovely assistant, Ariel. We are here to give you the intuitive information you need to manifest your wildest dreams. So this tarot reading is for the week of October 17th through the 23rd. Now, I've already made a video specifically on the full moon in Aries, which is happening the 19th and the 20th. It's technically on the 20th, but we're going to feel it. The moon's in Aries on the 19th also. So I made a separate video on that. I'll leave a link for that in the description. I'll try to remember to put a little card up on the video as well. So check that out. I did break it down by houses. All right. So watch for your rising sign first in that full moon in Aries video. So for this video, we're going to check into the overall energies for your week ahead. So watch for your sun, your moon, your rising, and your Venus. And something really exciting is going to be announced on the full moon on Tuesday, October 19th. So be alert to that. I will post it on the community tab. I think you're going to really like it, so stay tuned. We're going to build the suspense a little bit, all right? Stay tuned. Also, Libras, we have your beautiful birthday celebration happening on Saturday, October 16th, here on YouTube Live, 7 p.m. Eastern Time, so I hope to see all the Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venuses for that event. All right, Aries, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. I'm going to pull a bold and bodacious just from the major arcana to see your energetic theme for the week ahead. And then we'll pull some cards to clarify that energetic theme. No reversals with the bold and bodacious, but I will use reversals with the other deck. All right, what do we have? Oh, we have the full moon. We have your full moon showing up here, of course. So something that has been hidden, could be even you have been hidden away. Something that has been hidden is coming to light at this full moon. Something that you've been wanting clarity on is coming to light at this full moon. Tensions, emotions are definitely heightened at the full moon since this energy is coming out as well. All right, let's see what else we have for you. So, wow. Aries, I mean, I'm really not surprised to see that. All right, let's see what else we have for you. All right, so we have a Queen of Swords upside down, and we have a Three of Cups upside down. Okay, so there could be a situation that that's coming to light that was rather hurtful and problematic, maybe with an air sign, so Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. But the Three of Cups upside down is a cheating energy. It's, you know, no more fun and games. So there's an energy here where you're very much aware of somebody's ill intentions toward you, is what I am feeling. Now, of course, you know, I'm not trying to be negative or anything, but this is what the energies are. So there could also be, because Queen of Swords upside down is a very, very nasty energy. I mean, a very sharp tongue. This is also we got to pull a few more cards. Somebody could be very jealous of you in the week ahead. And the extent of their jealousy, like it comes to light at this full moon. They could say something nasty. They could do something nasty. They may try to smear you in a group of people. It's really not nice energy. All right, so let's see what else we have. Haha, but you're upright. See, look at this. Queen of Wands upright. Nine of Wands upside down. They cannot hurt you. And the Ace of Swords upside down. Okay. So their efforts to somehow injure you, all right, because this is upside down also. Notice the only card here that's upright is you. Aries. Their attempts to injure you are not going to go forward. Well, you know, it's not going to work, whatever's going on here, all right? So, but their ill intentions, because the moon card can sometimes be lunacy, literally. I mean, it can be people who are a little, you know, cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs. Okay, like definitely. So, and it's probably an air sign because we also have air over here. But wow, but they're not going to be able to do anything. Their efforts are, you know, Nine of Wands upside down. Their efforts are futile. And the Ace of Swords upside down, same thing. But it's interesting because the Ace of Swords upside down can also be that you're going to cut a tie. You're going to cut something away. And in fact, your own attitude of invincibility, shall we say, or power, is going to be able to deal with whatever this situation is. With the Three of Cups here, there definitely could have been some sort of triangulated situation, whether love or friendship or family, where there was, because Three of Cups can also be gossip. It's not just cheating, where, and especially her upside down, she was really gossipy, wagging her tongue, trying to injure you in some way, but it's your own beautiful, upstanding attitude of rising above this shenanigans that is, you know, they're not going to have an impact. So there could be, you know, they could be trying to say that you were involved in a third party or, you know, something else, or when it was maybe really them. So this is very interesting, but there's something you may have to deal with this at the light of the full moon here. I'm not necessarily feeling this is in a business context because I don't have really any business cards here unless we count you as the, you know, entrepreneur energy. So this could be, especially if you own your own business, somebody could be very jealous of your success, of your efforts, particularly in this week ahead as you, you know, have your full moon and something wonderful manifests for you at that full moon. So this is, I mean, the message here is no matter what sort of gossip or ill intentions are around you, just, you know, ignore them. Just, you know, the Ace of Swords upside down, cut them loose from your consciousness. Don't pay, you know, because what we focus on expands. So if you don't pay it any attention, it can't get to you. All right. So here, I mean, this is the whole key to this message. Here you are. So just know, I really think somebody you're dealing with really has a personal problem, shall we say. All right. So also consider the source of where that energy is coming from. That's somebody, that individual is indeed probably ill because the Nine of Wands is upside down. They, you know, illness of some sort, mental, physical, emotional, all of the above, spiritual, whatever. They definitely have a problem. All right. So, and the way they deal with it, instead of getting themselves together, they lash out at the people around them. The Three of Cups upside down. And like I said, it could be in a family situation. That's possible. So Aries, stay strong, stay focused, and don't let these shenanigans ruin your week ahead, because there is something beautiful here about you really being triumphant at this full moon. All right. And by also, you know, doing a lot of effort, putting a lot of efforts into your own initiatives and making something come to fruition for yourself at your full moon. All right. So you know what to do, Aries. Just stay strong. Right, Aries? All right, Taurus, we're going to pull first from the bold and bodacious and, you know, just from the major arcana to get the energetic feel for your week ahead. All right, so let's see what we have for you, beautiful Taurus. Aha, we got the wheel, baby. So, a twist of fate, something going on. No reversals with this bold and bodacious deck. So, wow, let's see what we have percolating for you. I'm filming this October 15th, so it could be also 10 days from now, the 25th, which I realize is a few days out of our time frame. But that may, the 25th may be an important day for you in some way. So just file that away. All right, let's see. Let's see what we have coming up for you the week ahead. Aries, what do you think? What's going to go on for the Tauruses? Let's find out. Wheel of Fortune. Ugh. I can't put the cards down on the desk. Her tail is there. All right, so we have a King of Swords upright, and we have a Four of Swords upside down. So making a decision to get something unstuck, or the universe makes the decision for you. The universe gets something that was held up maybe for the last 4 weeks, 4 years. The universe finally, or 4 months, the universe finally gets the show on the road and makes something happen. Okay? Especially with an air sign, or also with some sort of legal or justice matter as well, all right? Or a political situation, or something that is political, or a contract, something like that, all right? So it's the universe that's going to finally make this thing get, you know, shook loose and get it underway, All right, so let's see. Let's see what else we have here. Taurus. Wow, another fast-moving energy. Knight of Swords upright. King of Wands upright. So the Aries full moon. And here you are upside down. Okay, wow. Look at all these kings showing up here. So something is definitely coming to a head. It's coming to a conclusion. All right, now, this cat is like all over the desk. She flopped all on top of the cards. Okay. Now, what concerns me a little bit, I have to be honest with you, with these energies is the fact that you're the last one here and you're upside down. So, okay, this is how I'm going to read this energy. Notice how these energies are facing this situation, facing this other king over here, which could represent the situation. In other words, it represents the legal, contractual, or basically the decision you have to make. There's some sort of decision. The universe is, the timing is kind of forcing your hand, all right? And it will come very quickly at that Aries full moon. There will be a piece of information that comes in that you will need to respond to. And I think the key to responding to that energy, Taurus, is to act like an Aries, all right? I feel like you are here behind the King of Wands. Not that you're not powerful, you are powerful, but listen to what I'm saying. I think you may be nervous about what this situation is going to be for you, all right? What this twist of fate is going to all entail and how it's going to shake out. So you're feeling maybe a little vulnerable about it. But the key to this is not to show your vulnerability, but instead be, balls to the walls, excuse my language, but be like a freaking Aries at that full moon. Warrior, like, again, Knight of Swords is here, like, we are not taking any shenanigans. So if you have any doubts, like, don't let them see you sweat. That's the thing here, okay, with your energy upside down. And just really defend yourself if you need to with whatever this situation is. I mean, it's general reading, got to apply it to your life and whatever this might be for you. But don't be afraid to assert yourself and, act as if, right? Act as if. And just don't tell anybody what your own trepidations might be about the situation. Keep it under wraps. And just go boldly forth. That's what I feel here. And because this is in the middle, like, I really feel some of you are fighting some sort of fight over a legal matter. It's legal, it's justice oriented. Like, are you going to get justice for this situation? So the wheel is interesting. The wheel is tricky. It can go either way sometimes. I mean, it is a wheel of fortune. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down. But something's finally getting in motion. And here's another thing I'm going to say about this. Because the money card is upside down and it's you, I don't think there's necessarily going to be a final decision about money with this week coming up. The battle's not over yet. All right. So there's something here about maybe not settling for something or a certain monetary thing or, realizing that the money, don't get yourself upset if the money situation is not resolved in the week ahead. There's something else that's going to be manifesting with that. And that may even come in about a month as well. The money, the actual whatever's with this contract with the money. So just know that, but there's something here because you're behind this king, which King of Wands is the warrior. Because you're behind him, it's like, protect your innermost thoughts and feelings and protect your money also because you're showing up here upside down. So just take all of that on board, Taurus. There's nothing really bad here, but you may have to be a little on the offensive in a sense with a situation. All right. So just be aware of that in the week ahead. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have going on for you. In the week ahead, we're going to pull from the major arcana of the bold and bodacious, and then we will, no reversals with bold, and then we'll dive in with the other tarot deck. All right, Gemini, let's see what we have for you. Oh, we have the Emperor. That is the Aries full moon right there. Okay. So, large in charge, going boldly forth like William Shatner into outer space. I don't know. Also an Aries, William Shatner. That was pretty awesome, wasn't it? 90 years old, going up into space. That's also a very Gemini thing, I think, as well. Because Gemini is the sign of youth. What William Shatner did was very Aries, very brave and bold, but also very youthful, like Gemini. All right, so let's see what we have for you, Gemini. So you're taking charge, leadership. Something coming to a head at that full moon, but go watch that other video. But let's see what else we have. Wow, more Aries, Knight of Wands upright. So something's moving in fast. The Page of Pentacles is upside down. Okay, so there is some sort of money information that you're going to uncover rather quickly at this full moon. You could also, I got to pull some more cards, but you could also unearth some information about finances, because Page of Pentacles is about research and digging deep. You could also uncover some information that you really don't like about your finances, maybe, all right? But it just may be that you have to take very fast action on it. You can't just table it for another day, and you got to focus and get something done. So you may have to make an executive decision about a financial matter that, you maybe don't even really want to deal with it in some way, but you're going to have to deal with it this week, not wait. Yeah, see, your tendency is you don't want to deal with it. Six of Swords is upside down. Hermit is upside down. You can't ignore it any longer. You've got to deal with it. Queen of Pentacles is upside down. Okay. This is what I'm feeling from this energy. This is definitely something financial. It could be related to a property issue. It could be related to possibly a Virgo, because we have that here. But if you have Gemini rising, Virgo is your fourth house of home and family. So this could be related to something to do with property, home, and family, with this Queen of Pentacles upside down. What I am feeling is this. If you take action quickly and you take action like a boss, that's the Emperor, and you come on strong and you take a strong stance on something, you may have to put your foot down with somebody or some situation. Like I said, maybe involving home, maybe involving a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. If you put your foot down, that will change the situation for the better. All right. There may be somebody in your world, especially a family member, could be also a child. This could be also some sort of dynamic with, mother-child dynamic or parent-child dynamic going on here as well. But it's like you have to put your foot down. If you really want this situation to change, there's something here about nipping it in the bud so it won't get worse. If you really want this situation to change. There could have also been some sort of offer you were placing on a piece of property. Again, it's like if you are a little more assertive and aggressive, you may be able to get that piece of property, but this is, of course, not financial advice. You've got to make those decisions on your own. But there could be something going on like that as well. But it's like you're going to have to be the grown-up in this situation, whatever this is for you. And, and you're going to have to deal with it right away. And you're going to have to deal with it with absolute assertiveness and decisiveness. All right. So, your tendency, because you're ruled by Mercury, is to go do more research when you need to make a decision. This is not going to do more research. This is like making a decision from instinct and from your own personal power and authority to make that decision. So, this is also like kind of with the Emperor, what I'm feeling with this, it's like head of household energy as well. So there's just something here where you don't want this, you want to be able to finally get this thing healed, whatever this is, the Hermit with the Six of Swords, right? But it's upside down right now. It is fixable. Whatever this is fixable. Absolutely. But it's gonna, whether it's the finances because of the pentacles, or it's the family or the home situation, but it's gonna be down to you. All right, you're gonna have to do it. This may also involve some sort of move on the horizon, and you're gonna be the one, again, that's gonna have to put your foot down and say, no, we're gonna actually go here. This is what we're gonna do, etc., and so on. So, you know, this is the same thing. Even if your household is just you and your cat or you and your dog, it's like, you gotta like kind of take yourself in hand, Gemini, and say, I can't sweep this under the rug anymore. I've got to make my move. And I think you're going to be making a very strong move and a very strong statement by that Aries full moon in terms of the direction you're headed next. All right, Cancer, let's pull first from the bold and bodacious to get the general energetic theme for your week ahead, and then we'll clarify with some tarot. No reversals with the bold and the bodacious. What do we have for you? Oh, we have the Hangman. So, are you in a protective cocoon, a protective bubble? Are you waiting to make something happen? Have you been sacrificing something? Is a Pisces involved? I don't know. Let's find out. All right. What's going on, Cancer? You want to shake yourself loose from a situation. Let's see. All right, Cancer, what do we have for you? Week ahead. All right, so we have the Seven of Cups is upside down, and we have the Nine of Cups upside down. Okay. I got to pull some more cards, but there's something here about the reality of something you're wanting to make happen. All right, so reality may not be measuring up to your expectations. All right, but that doesn't mean it can't. It just means that there's something about that to look at. Let's pull from the top of this deck and see what else we have. The Ace of Cups is upside down. The Knight of Cups is upright. And here are you upright. There is something better coming for you. All right. There is, whatever this Ace of Cups represents for you, that offer is not valid. Notice all of this is upside down. And you're going to see that probably at the moon in Pisces, which is 2 days before the full moon in Aries. So maybe Sunday, Monday, because all this water, look at all the water showing up here. You're going to see that something, this personal relationship, some goal, some wish you've been wanting to make happen, again, could be with a Pisces. The reality is it's not right. Your heart's not really in it. If you get 100% down to earth, real with yourself, Cancer, something is off with this particular situation, the Ace of Cups. So you have to apply the energies to your life, whatever this Ace of Cups represents, but it's an emotional wish. It's a desire because it's next to the Nine of Cups. Now, normally the Nine of Cups is good, even when it's upside down, because it could just be a delayed wish, but it's next to the Ace of Cups upside down, which you got to always look at everything in context, which suggests to me that no, it's not going to manifest because there's something that fundamentally in the real world is off about that information. It may require a sacrifice from you that you don't want to make. If you accepted this, whatever this is, it may keep you held up. It may hold you back in some way that you don't want. All right. So I think you're going to really see this week, but here's the great part over here. We have the Knight of Cups and the Chariot. So now here's the thing. You may have already been kind of dealing with this energy. That's possible. You may have been dealing with this since the Pisces full moon on September 20th, right? About a month ago. You could have had this situation manifest for you. So you could see now that the better offer is coming in this week. That's more aligned with your energy, and that's going to open up a brand new path for you. So that's possible for some of you as well. It's just going to depend on, your own personal situation. But the Knight of Cups is great. So this is some sort of new offer, some sort of important meeting, something that can really change your life emotionally and move it forward in a very rapid way toward a destined new beginning with this beautiful Chariot here. So, again, like when we try to force things, even against our own intuition, when we try to force something, we usually get ourselves in trouble. So whatever this is for you, it's good that you didn't force anything, or you're not going to force anything, and that you're going to wait if you need to have that more aligned situation come in for you. And you will recognize it, absolutely, because the Knight of Cups is upright. This is very good and well-intentioned energy, very generous energy, very flowing. Everything will just flow into place. So very, very nice. And with your energy upright next to it, fabulous, right? Absolutely fabulous. So great. So don't worry. If this happens for you this week, this will follow very shortly afterwards. And I feel like this is probably going to follow in Scorpio season. All right. So it depends on just kind of where you're at with this Ace of Cups upside down. But good energies, all's well that ends well, Cancer. All right, Leo, let's pull from the Bold and Bodacious for the overall energetic theme for your week ahead, and then we will dive in with the regular tarot. No reversals with Bold and Bodacious. All right, we have the Temperance. So something's changing, something's transforming for you. Patience being rewarded, spiritual protection. Let's see. Something's transforming for the better in your world. Let's see what we have. It's interesting because this, of course, is Sagittarius energy, which is the 9th house in astrology. And the full moon is in Aries, which is your 9th house. So, and which is the bigger picture of your life. So very interesting. So I feel like with that Temperance, there could be some sort of prayer that gets answered for you this week. Let's see. Power of prayer is emphasized. That's what I'm feeling. All right, let's see what else we have. 7 of Cups is upright, and the 4 of Wands upside down. So you really want to heal and transform some sort of situation, maybe to do with a partnership, maybe to do with a home and family. You really want some sort of new beginning in your life, because when this is upright, it's some sort of really celebratory new beginning, walking through a gateway to a new life, etc. Sometimes it's a marriage and family, of course, because it's the 4 of Wands, but there's a fantasy element here. So I gotta pull more cards, but it's kind of like, okay, I also look at the 7 of Cups as creative visualization. So this is saying to me, yes, prayer works, creative visualization works, but what else do we need to do? Do we need to do something else as well? All right, to make this situation change, to finally get what you want. These things are good, but what about inspired action taking? All right, so let's see what else we have with this situation. All right, let's pull from the top of this deck. All right, so we have the Page of Cups, the 9 of Cups is upside down, and the Pluto. Okay. I think you're going to have an epiphany this week. I really do. I think you're going to have some sort of epiphany that brought to you by the universe, a little surprise message, because the page is here. And, you know, the little fish is jumping out of the cup. So this could be Sunday, Monday, when the moon is in Pisces. But, of course, it could be anytime next week, because we have the 7 of Cups, so all the way to the end of the week. But the 9 of Cups here is upside down. So the thing here that's interesting is the wish, the 2 upside down cards here, you know, the wish hasn't manifested for the happy home, the change, etc., etc. Now, that can just be because there's a delay. It doesn't mean the wish is bad. There's just a delay. All right. The Page of Cups, it's a page, so it's the beginning. This could also involve a child, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces child. But I really feel like you're going to have the budding beginnings of an emotional realization that really is going to start transforming how you go about manifesting this 4 of Wands situation that you want for yourself. And I think with the Death card here as the last energy, we have, of course, Scorpio season. There could be some massive change on the way for you with that in Scorpio season. But I think this is also going to show you that you have to turn your back on something. Maybe you have to turn your back on the way you've been trying to manifest or change. Maybe you have to get yourself back down to reality about what is possible. You may have to, you know, change your expectations. You may have to take action that is rather drastic right? With the, point of no return energy here with the Scorpio. If you really want this to happen. Now, you have support. You have cosmic support from the angels, spiritual support to make this a reality for yourself, this Four of Wands. But it requires the all in. It requires the absolute commitment, 100%, to leaving an old approach, an old emotional situation firmly in the past. If you want the new beginning, if you want the emotional new beginning, the old's gotta go. Okay? And maybe that's been the holdup, is that you've been wishing and hoping with the Seven of Cups that actually something from the past would somehow transform itself and be the thing that you really want it to be. But I think what this is saying to me is that that's why the wish is upside down. The wish is not going to manifest with the status quo energy. And that's the thing to come down to earth and realize. All right. And I think you're going to see that. You're going to have that little bit of like realization and epiphany this week. So you have to apply the energies to your life. Whatever this Four of Wands has been for you. It could be where you're living, a family situation, how you're living, a romantic partnership situation. Whatever it is you're trying to get off the ground to change your life. There has to be a change in what that thing is, the direction of that you're moving in, whatever it is. That's why we also have this. But it can't just be any old change. It has to be a change that really comes from a higher spiritual perspective as well. What is really in your best interest in terms of your spiritual growth? Because the Nine of Cups is sometimes, it's very much about our appetites. It can also involve the ego a little bit, right? So it's really not about, our appetites, our physical appetites, our emotional appetites, our cravings, that type of thing. It's more about what your soul needs. So for some of you, that's the thing to really have the epiphany about. And that's going to bring the change. Is to realize that, like, you could be having a craving. I like to work with specific examples. You could have a craving for a specific person. Like, you only want that person. Like, they are the one. But you know what? They may not be interested. They may be attached to somebody else. There could be some other reason, right, that it hasn't happened yet with them, but you're living in a fantasy about it. If you really want, you can have a relationship, absolutely. But leave the old past one behind. Because spiritually, you've learned all you could learn from whatever that other situation was that maybe didn't manifest in the way you wanted it to. So, there's something here about not being afraid to make a big change in your life in order to get what you want, whatever that Four of Wands represents for you. All right, Virgo, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. Let's pull first from the Bold and Bodacious, just a general energy. Oh my God, that fell right out. And no reversals. And we will then pull from the tarot deck, and we will use reversals with this. So we have the Tower. Oh, how exciting, Virgo. So you're going to have some sort of surprise, some sort of revelation. Let's see what we have here. Wow. Some sort of mind-blowing moment. Remember, the Tower is not always bad. It's just sometimes surprising in a very interesting way. All right, let's see what we have. Virgo, we have the Knight of Swords, so something happening very fast. Information coming in very, very quickly. Three of Wands. Wow. So this could be in a business context because of the Three of Wands, but really, this is whatever's been, hello Ariel, whatever's been waiting, you've been waiting on, because the Three of Wands can be, you're looking to the horizon of your life, you're waiting for the ship to come in, etc. So, wow, this shifts very fast. We have two hugely quick energies here, Tower and, of course, the Knight of Swords. So, something that you thought maybe would even take longer to manifest, actually maybe manifests this week. All right, so let's see, with this news coming in, let's see what else we have. Wow. Okay. Oops, if I can get the cards off my desk. All right, let's see. All right, so we have the Two of Cups is upside down. The Four of Cups is upside down. But the Ace of Wands is upright. Okay. Wow. Wow. All right. Here's the thing about the Tower, all right, because it's ruled by Uranus. The energy of Uranus is that it's kind of like Pluto in that it can remove things from your life you really don't need. Pluto sometimes removes them over time, right? I mean, sometimes it can be the wrecking ball that comes in, like, and it's just out of there. But sometimes it's Pluto really gets more at deeply decayed things that have needed transformation. And whereas Uranus is like, it may be something that's been long standing in your life. It doesn't really matter about that. It's the way it delivers the news. It delivers the news like a lightning bolt and just takes something out of your life. Now, often with some sort of hugely in your face epiphany or dramatic situation that you can't help but be like, oh my God, yeah, I get the point. You're going to get the point, Virgo, about something this week that's going to free you from a situation that is no good for you. And maybe you were wishing and hoping that that situation would change somehow, that somebody might come to their senses, but no. You have to come to your senses and realize that that situation is not good for you. And there's going to be an incident. I mean, this is what we have here, where somebody, I feel, is immediately like the writing's on the wall and Shazam, you realize that they're up to no good. You're out of there. Because we have the 2 of Cups upside down, the 4 of Cups upside down. So the universe may snatch away an opportunity from you, all right, with somebody who it wouldn't work out anyway. And it could be somebody you've already been dealing with because the 3 of Wands is here. But they're not right for you. This is not the right situation, whatever this is. However, something better, the yes is coming. I feel this Tower is clearing out the false offer, the false connection, the thing that would cause maybe harm. All right. So, or harm is maybe too strong a word, but emotional disappointment later down the road. The universe is going to twist and bring in with this Tower, is going to clear this out to bring you in the better yes. Right here, this Ace of Wands, glorious. And this, of course, is Aries. This is full moon in Aries energy. So some of you, maybe this already happened. This 2 of Cups upside down, the 4 of Cups upside down. Maybe this happened back in Cancer season. Very, very possible. About 4 months ago, this happened. Where you were really counting on something, you're really hoping on it, and it fell through. So whether this is a personal partnership, romantic, business, whatever this was, it was like when 4 of Cups is upside down, it's like the universe snatched it back out of your hands. And if it already happened, you're going to see very quick news that the reason why it was snatched out of your hands 4 months ago, because here's the yes. So it depends on your personal situation with this timing. Some of you, if this has not happened yet, the snatching out of the hand, it may be happening this week. And then the better thing may be coming in Sagittarius season. So maybe by the 3rd week of November, in about a month, right? In Sagittarius season. Very, very possible. So my point here, Virgo, is to not get all your undies in a twist. Realize that, whatever's being snatched away is not aligned for you. And that something you really want that's going to be way better will arrive. It absolutely will. But this is fast this week also. This really, with these 2 energies, the Knight of Swords and this as well. This can also be some sort of email, text, written communication that gives this sort of Tower moment as well. So, wow, Virgo. Kind of intense energy here. But I love this Ace of Wands at the end. You will get the go-ahead, the green light. So really pay attention to the timing of your life with this energy. All right, Libras, let's see what we have going on for you in the week ahead. We're going to pull from the Bold and Bodacious general energetic theme, and then we will dive in with the tarot. And make sure you join me on Saturday, October 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern, for your birthday live celebration. All right, here's the Aries energy, Emperor. That is where our full moon is at this week. So you're going to need to make some sort of executive decision, be large and in charge about a situation in your life. All right, let's see what we have for you. Could be involving an Aries, of course. The Seven of Cups is upside down. That card's been coming up so much. And the Nine of Coins. Okay, so this, of course, represents your 7th house of relationships. Mars is in your sign right now. There's something here about going your own way, taking a stand, being very independent. Could be in a financial sense because of the Pentacles. But I mean, because we have your 7th house represented here, I mean, it really could all end the 7 of Cups here, right? It could really also be some sort of emotional situation. So some sort of relationship, whether business or personal, where, you know, you may be starting to feel that it's time to face the reality that you need to go your own way in some capacity about something with this situation. All right, let's pull a few more cards and see what else we have from the top of this deck. The Four of Wands is upside down. The Moon is upside down. And the Nine of Swords. Okay. So family or somebody you treated like family. That's what I feel here from this. There is a situation involving them that is really bothering you. We have 2 number 9s here. I think you would like this situation to wrap up in some way. And I think you've been kind of waiting for the situation to just change instead of doing something about it. Okay? So, and I think that's why this is coming up. This very assertive Emperor energy is saying, if you want this situation to shift, and here's the Four of Wands, that is Aries. Here's your Aries also here. If you want this home, family, or new path to open up for you, because that can also be the Four of Wands, a new direction forward. If you want that to open up, or you want a family or somebody like family situation to change, if you just keep waiting around for the cycle to be over, whatever the dysfunctional cycle is, it's not going to happen. You have to put your foot down. You have to, make some sort of decision, and you may have to cut somebody off. That's what I also feel. All right? Because again, the going your own way, you may have to say, hey, I love you very much. You're, my blood brother, my blood sister, my family, whatever, but you are not getting yourself together. I cannot continue to support your behavior, or I cannot cannot continue to support you financially. That's possible also. You may have been helping somebody out, but they're not doing anything for themselves. There's something here, Moon upside down, where there's a cycle that keeps repeating. It's very dysfunctional with this family situation or whatever this is. Like, again, if you are in a fantasy land, or you have been in a fantasy land, 7 of Cups, the 7 of Cups upside down is you've got to get real that until action, solid executive action is taken, this situation is just going to keep perpetuating itself. And it has been bothering you, but I think you're also worried if you say something or do something, is it going to make it worse? Because the 9 of Swords, right? It's always about like mountains out of molehills. So the worries are often worse than the reality. So, and this can kind of keep you stuck also. So this is what I'm feeling, Libra. Like, and again, the moon is showing up. We got the Aries. So at this Aries full moon, there is something I think you're going to have to really look at with absolute realistic vision here. And you are going to probably have to go it alone and cut somebody loose, cut somebody off with something here going on with this, because it's not changing. And I know you don't like to be the bad guy. It's not about that, but it's about you may not be helping them, and you may in fact be blocking yourself in some way as well by continuing to support whatever that situation is. So if you want this Four of Wands to turn upright, it's got to come from your own assertive behavior. All right, Scorpio, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. I'm going to pull from the Bold and the Bodacious. No reversals with this. General theme, energetic theme for the week ahead. Oh, and please know that your birthday live reading is scheduled for Saturday, October 30th at 7 p.m. So I'll give you another reminder about that. But it is on YouTube on the upcoming live announcements. So you can, of course, set the reminder so you don't forget. All right. Scorpio. You got the Hierophant. Lessons, commitments, learning, teaching. It's also your 7th house of relationships. Scorpio, what you got going on next week? All right, let's see. Could be a Taurus involved. Let's see. Scorpio, commitments, contracts, a Wheel of Fortune. And here's your energy upside down. Okay, wow. Wow, look at this energy is intense. All right, we got to pull more cards, though. Something's getting unstuck. Let's see. Let's see what we have. See what else we have. 6 of Coins is upright. 3 of Wands is upright. And King of Pentacles is upright. Wow. Something that you thought was over. Something you thought was... or something that was almost like hanging on by a thread. You know, the energy was just kind of dangling there. And you thought, oh, it's not going to get resurrected. It's not going to happen. This could go back to almost a year ago as well. Something that was going on, or 6 months ago. Maybe even to Capricorn season. Very beginning of the year. I'm feeling almost a year ago. I know we're not quite at a year yet. This year has gone by very fast, though, hasn't it? But something that was dangling, but it was still there. Wow, it comes back around. And the universe didn't let it die, whatever this is. The universe, though, wanted the thing to come back around in a way that was going to truly take care of you and benefit you. All right? Because there was something maybe off about the energetic balance, the give and take, the ebb and flow of the energy. We have 2 energies here of, moving energy, flowing energy, especially in relation to money with the pentacles going on here. So before, if you had done this thing before, you wouldn't have gotten what you really deserved. All right. And that's also with this. You tried to make something happen, maybe a business deal, maybe a contract, could even be you tried to have some sort of committed relationship with somebody, but the energy, it died. Your desire for a relationship did not die, but maybe that particular relationship died. But your urge for merging, your urge for a commitment did not die. All right. So I want to make clear on that. I don't think this is a past lover coming back or anything. All right. Just being clear on that. And I really feel it's probably more business related, something, or real estate business because of the pentacles. All right. But you got to apply it to your life. So you were trying to make a commitment happen for yourself in one of these ways, in one of these areas. But if it had happened when you originally wanted it to, it would not have been fair to you in some very foundational, energetic way. Again, you didn't give up hope. 3 of Wands is here upright. You really were still looking to the horizon, hoping, I really hope that this thing can happen for me because I really want it. Like, I'm ready. I'm ready to commit and be excited and do my thing with whatever this is. So here you go. So I think that the energy in the week ahead is really going to show you that the time is right again to start the process of finding that commitment of whatever you had wanted, whether a relationship, business, whatever. The universe is going to support you energetically in some way with this. So there could be some sort of news that really, gives you that momentum with this 6 of Coins to let you know that the timing is right for this now. You are in an energetic position to do this. The universe is supportive of you doing it because the wheel is here. And now is the time to share your ideas, your wisdom, your energy with the world. It is the time. It is not the time anymore to stay on the veranda and just hope. It is the time to start getting out there and sharing. All right. Whatever. Sharing your heart, sharing your talents, sharing. And the King of Pentacles is here. So you could also be manifesting some sort of sharing relationship with a earth sign. So a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. That's very possible. But also, if we're looking at it in a business context, this is manifesting some really nice opportunity for yourself with this as well. So there could be some sort of big financial commitment on the horizon for you. This could be related to real estate. This could be investing in your own business, in some sort of new job you manifest. Great energy here, Scorpio. So you were right to work with the timing. I always say that, work with the timing, work with the energies. But I think you're going to get a very clear signal from the universe in the week ahead that your time to really get on this again is here. All right, Sagittarius, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. I'm going to start with the bold and the bodacious, and we're going to pull a card for your general energetic theme, and then we'll switch to the other tarot deck, and I will use reversals with the other deck. All right, what do we have? Oh, we have the World card. Okay, chapters ending, chapters beginning. Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius energy involved. Wow. All right, let's see. Let's see what's going on for you. Saggies. World is a great card. Some sort of success, worldly success. All right, what do we have for you? We have the Lovers. Oh, Saggy. And the Eight of Swords. And that full moon, of course, go watch that reading. But your full moon is happening in your 5th house of love, romance, and creativity. All right. So we have an Eight of Swords, though. So are you resisting some sort of ending, wrapping up, resisting ending some sort of love cycle in your life? Now, you could be resisting something new. You could be resisting ending the old. I don't know. There's something here going on with that. Let's see. We got to pull some more cards. You could be resisting something with a Gemini. Of course, Gemini is your 7th house also of relationships. So, what is going on here? Sag. 7 of Wands. Commitments and marriage. Hierophant. And the moon is upside down. Okay. All right. I just got to throw this out there because I'm going to read it a couple different ways, but I'm just throwing it out there. If you're involved with somebody or you've just gotten involved with somebody, like fairly recently, please make sure they're not married or otherwise committed. I'm just going to say that. Okay. Some of you may find out, in fact, that somebody you've been interested in is not available. All right. That they've been hiding the fact they're married. I'm just putting that out there. All right. Now, others of you, there is something, let's read the Lovers as something that is near and dear to your heart that you want to accomplish. Okay. And it's something big. It's like a soul purpose thing because it's the major arcana showing up. So let's interpret it this way. You may have been holding back from really going out there and committing yourself to doing this new venture, this thing that you really feel is part of your destiny in some way. Something you really enjoy, you love doing it because it's the Lovers showing up, but you've been resisting it, like I said before, and holding yourself back from really going for it. So I think for some of you, what this might be is that at this full moon, you are going to let go and wrap up any sort of resistance to some sort of new soul purpose for yourself. Now, are you going to feel totally steady on your feet about it? No. I mean, the 7 of Wands is here. I think this can be like, I got to stay grounded. I got to maneuver, but it's upright. So it's good. I think you're going to be navigating a new destiny for yourself because you're ready now. So some of you, you're going to be ending the cycle of a non-existent or wishy-washy commitment to something. Like this has been like an idea in your head, whatever this Lovers is, you've been thinking about it, but you haven't really committed and taking the action, because notice it's next to this, taking the action to do it. This full moon upside down, The cycle of non-action and non-full commitment is going to be broken, I think. You're going to be done with this because this can be repetitive cycles. You're going to say, no, I really am all in on this. I've got to do this. I'm excited about it. Even though I may not entirely know what the F I'm doing over here with the Seven of Wands. It doesn't matter. I'm just going to go for it. So some of you, that's the thing. You're going to be confronting your own fears of commitment to some sort of new destined purpose. You're going to open up. You're going to stop overthinking, analysis paralysis about it, and just get out there and do it. You're going to learn by doing and just committing to doing it. All right. So, and I think you can find if you really go forth with this, you could have amazing success with it as well, Sagittarius. A lot more success than Ariel just had trying to jump up. You will actually hit your target. All right, Capricorn, let's see what we have going on for you in the week ahead. I'm going to pull from the major arcana of the bold and the bodacious, no reversals, to get your energetic theme for the week ahead, and then we'll dive in with my other tarot deck. What do we have for you? We got the Pluto. We have some major transformation and change, Capricorn. Here it is. Let's see what it's going to consist of with this energy. All right, let's see what we have. Capricorn. All right, so a Five of Pentacles situation and the Eight of Swords. So the time of being stuck in this Five of Pentacles, of being left out in the cold, of low self-esteem, of no finances, of just, drudgery, dregs, and dramas. Done. And not being able to see a way out of it. That is what is transforming. So let's pull some more cards. All right, so some sort of, especially financial, could be a health matter also with the Five of Pentacles that's been stuck. Look what we have, the Eight of Pentacles, the Seven of Pentacles, and death again, upside down. Wow. That is the only sign that has happened to in this whole reading for so far this week, that we got the repeat of the major arcana. So now it's interesting that came up upside down, of course, but all right. So then we have, let me put them in order here. Then we have your Eight of Pentacles, your Seven of Pentacles, and we have the death upside down. So again, something that has been almost on its last breath that you thought would never change is finally changing. And that is a testimony to the fact that you have worked damn hard at getting this situation to change. Whatever this situation represents for you, you have been working your butt off to make a positive change in your life. You have kept the faith. You haven't gotten, we all have our moments where we get into this energy, trust me. But you realize that the only way you're going to get yourself out of this is by doing what you do best, which is putting your nose down, head down, and doing the work. So you have been working very hard to create a positive change in your life. And I do feel you're going to see signs of that this week. Now, this is what I will say, because this is upside down also. You may see 70% of a situation change for you in the week ahead because of the Seven of Coins here. You may still reevaluate and see some other things you can do to get the full change underway. So again, there may be a partial, very positive change that happens in the week ahead. The full change may come in Scorpio season. Okay. So you have to apply the energy to your life of whatever this is that you have been working to shift out of your life. So if this is perhaps something to do with a health matter that has been particularly troublesome, that you really were just not on board, even maybe you couldn't see a solution, or your mind wasn't totally on board yet. But then you this week you may say, you know what, I got it. It's up to me. I've got to work hard and face whatever it is to shift the energy. And you could see an improvement very quickly, but a full improvement may come a little later on. All right. So the same thing with your finances. It's the type of thing where maybe you can achieve a financial goal about 70%. The full change may come a little later in Scorpio season. The fact that Scorpio season is represented twice here suggests to me that it's going to be in a significant time for you over the next 6 weeks, really. So very, very interesting energies here, Capricorn. The key to this week's energies is to put your head down and do the work. The change will take care of itself. That's what I feel. And I really feel also that you're turning a corner, because notice that your back is turned to this. All right. You are turning a corner toward also not letting yourself get mentally stuck in kind of the woe is me attitude. We've mentioned that a couple times. It's come up a few times in these weekly readings for Capricorn about the pity party energy. Work is really your salvation. That's the thing. For most, that's a general statement. For most Capricorns, like the thing that can set you free is your work, because that's where you shine and where you feel most in control. And that's the thing. So that's going to help snap you out of the doldrums, taking action, doing your work. And by work, it's whatever gives you fulfillment. I know there are retired people who watch this channel also, which is beautiful. So it doesn't have to just be career things. It's whatever you work on and devote your energy to that makes you happy and where you feel really productive. That's the other thing, Capricorn, right? Capricorn has to feel productive. So, and the Seven of Coins is not bad. I mean, this just is saying, hey, yeah, the efforts that you're making, you're going to start seeing some very positive results. Do we have the 10 yet? The 10 of Pentacles? No. But are we going to get there? Yes, we are. All right. So this is very positive. Keep doing what you're doing. And like I said, the change will take care of itself. All right, Aquarius, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. I'm going to pull a major arcana from the bold and bodacious. No reversals for your general energetic theme for the week ahead. Let's see what we have for you, Aquarius. Oh, we have the Capricorn energy, the devil. All right, so, let's see. Breaking through something, busting through something that's been holding you back, something that's not good for you. Let's see. Full moons bring release, of course. So you're dealing with maybe a toxic situation in the week ahead, someone who's toxic, a behavior that's toxic. Let's see. Relationship. Let's see. Aquarius. All right. Hierophant upside down. Could be with a Taurus. And the Six of Wands. Okay. Interesting, the Hierophant here is upside down because this is letting go of a commitment, letting go of something. It is over. It is ended. And so very interesting. You could have been in some sort of, stuck in some sort of commitment that was very toxic, whatever it might be. I got to pull some more cards, but you're going to triumphantly move on from that in the week ahead. I mean, of course, use the energies. That's the energetic potential, right, that we're talking about. So, but it's up to you because you're riding high here. You're on the horse. It's going to be up to you to free yourself from this. But I think the writing's on the wall this week that there is absolutely nowhere else this can go. It's run its course, whatever this is. And it's just going to get you even deeper into the muck and mire of toxicity if you continue with it. So I think you realize that something is past its sell-by date with this energy. All right, so let's see. And the Six of Wands is great. So let's see what else we have. Let's pull from the top of this deck. Ace of Pentacles is upside down. The Strength card. And the Five of Wands is upside down. Okay. So there is definitely a situation that is not going to grow. It will not go anywhere. All right. And it's probably because it's dysfunctional in some way. So you're dealing with, you're dealing with a bad seed. Okay. I mean, that's what this is. You know, this devil with this Ace of Pentacles upside down, this is something that is poisonous. I mean, it might grow poison, but it's not going to grow a glorious plant, a beautiful plant that is healthy and nurturing and wonderful and lovely. It'll just grow something no good for you. So we have this energy of that's not what I want. And there is an acceptance of that situation. The Five of Wands upside down is you are not going to fight and force something anymore. Now, it is possible that maybe you were hoping that this situation would be better. But, this energy is suggesting to me that you absolutely realize that you got to just surrender, that it's not you got to triumphantly surrender and ride off and let this thing go, ride off into the sunset. You're going to, you know, find your success elsewhere, shall we say. And also with this strength card as well, it's going to be a strength for you to say no to this. It's going to require you to draw upon some strength to say no to this, because whatever this bad seed is, it is a little compelling in some way because the devil's here. All right. But it's compelling in a dysfunctional way. And we all have had situations like that in our lives. This is not unique to you. All right. But that's what you're dealing with. Can be a little bit of, it maybe has been a struggle, but the fact that this is here, which is excellent, is you're going to give up that fight. You realize that this is the type of thing you can't win. You just got to walk away. So, and you're strong enough to do it. That's the thing. Now, you could be dealing with a Taurus. We have Taurus here. You could be dealing with a Leo because the strength card is here. You could be dealing with a Capricorn. But ultimately, you're dealing with yourself in the week ahead and looking at your life from a more positive perspective and visualizing your life and what it will be like without this bad seed, in quotes, in your life, without your attention and energy diverted away to deal with this rather than dealing with your own glorious energy that you could build into something fantastic. So you're going to gain strength day by day. The further you get away from this situation. So this cannot grow. Or if it grows, it will be something that is, like I said, toxic. So you got this. You got this, Aquarius. So you know what to do. Head held high. You got this. Tune into your heart. You know it's the right thing to do. It's not worth it anymore, the Hierophant. And also with the Hierophant upside down, you have learned all you could learn from that particular situation. And the final test is really the fact to ride off and let it be and let it go. So, you know what to do. All right, Pisces, let's see what's going on for you in the week ahead. We have the bold and the bodacious here. Just the major arcanas for your energetic theme. Let's pull one and see what we have. We have the Fool. Beautiful, glorious, the Fool. All right. Let's see. New beginnings, traveling lightly, fresh starts, feeling reinvigorated. New chapters beginning, Pisces. After a time where you were cloistered away. All right. Look at these fours. The universe is bringing you an opportunity to get out of a rut, to get out of a situation where you've been really stuck in some way. It could have just been stuck mentally because it's the swords here, but here comes the universe with its little cup. All right. So a cup for a new beginning for you, Pisces. Let's see what else we have. Leaving sadness behind. Page of Cups upside down. And here's the Ace of Wands. Okay. Very interesting. You've been really bummed out. Here's your energy. Page of Cups. And this may even go back to your birthday season. That's possible because of your energy coming out here. And with this Five of Cups. But everything can change on a dime, as we know. Energy doesn't stay stuck forever. This is the Aries new moon. The Aries full moon that's happening. So you could be getting a beautiful yes from the universe, a brand new offer, a brand new possibility that could really shake you out of the doldrums. The Five of Cups upside down. So both of these upside down are, well, maybe not you, but definitely this one. The Five of Cups upside down is actually good because it suggests that the worst of the sadness and regret is behind you. But the fact that your energy is still showing up upside down here suggests that, it's still bothering you a little bit. Whatever this kind of enforced timeout was, this Four of Swords, it really did bum you out. I mean, this could have been the type of thing where you got laid off from your job, but you didn't really want to. and you were very upset about it, or there could have been some health situation that kind of kept you out of the loop for a while and that upset you. You know, something kept you out of sight, and, you know, it upset you in some way. But the universe is coming. Here it is with the cup, and here is the Ace of Wands. So a beautifully inspired new beginning for you in some area of your life, whatever this represents. Some of you, because of the cups here, could be in an emotional sense. It could have been, you know, some sort of breakup or something like that, or some other sort of, you know, very tender emotional disappointment that could have even really touched at the very heart of you. Like, you know, since it's showing up here as the Page of Cups, there could have been a disappointment that really kind of hurt your inner child, so to speak. That really, you know, it hurt your very tender feelings. So it could have been, you know, something like that, where somebody cast you out, somebody rejected you, you've been licking your wounds, you know, something like that. And here's another possibility coming in for you. Now, it's early days yet with whatever this new possibility is, but it looks very promising. So, but here you are a little defensive about it, right? Because he's got his arms folded across his chest and protecting his vulnerable solar plexus. So you still may be a little emotionally defensive. I don't blame you from these energies here, but know that a new beginning really is at hand for you here, Pisces. So don't be afraid to take a risk if you feel the energy is really aligned for you, this Ace of Wands. If you feel really inspired to take action this week on something that just makes you feel alive. That's the other thing about the Ace of Wands, because it's about something getting birthed that makes you feel really alive. Then it is time to step out and get out of this energy. We don't always feel, I mean, sometimes we can be in this energy, yet this may linger a little bit. That's okay. The point is, if you feel this Four of Cups coming in, if you feel this cup coming in, if you feel the spark of joy with it, then go with it and see where it leads. Okay, it doesn't mean that this necessarily evaporates overnight, because it could have really hurt you. There may be some little still tender moments, but you're on the way toward moving on from something if you want to. It's always a choice to use the energies. But this is very, very nice. So whatever this will represent for you. But I feel it's an inspired new beginning, particularly in an emotional sense, that gets you out of some sort of enforced timeout that you really didn't want to be in. So good. So thank you so much for joining me for your horoscope tarot reading forecast for the week of October 17th through the 23rd. Leave me a comment. Let me know what's going on for you with the energies. What's going on for you with the full moon? I'll go watch that video also, because it was pretty epic. And of course, the timestamps are in the description as always. I love you guys. Have a great week. Libras, I want to see you Saturday night, October 16th, 7 p.m. Eastern here on YouTube. I can't wait to party with the Libras. Take care. Have a great week. Love you guys. Stella Wilde signing out.